Hello, Angela. Bloody hell, you beat Ian. Ian's usually the first one on here. I tell you, seriously. Even before I go live, as soon as I'm putting up a stream on StreamYard, even before I click go live, easier. So you beat him. You should be going, woo! I beat Ian. How's it going? I thought I'd do another little chat today. I'm waiting for my quilt blanket to dry off. Washed it yesterday, it's still damp. So, what I've got, well, I haven't really been sleeping in any blankets, I've just been laying on top of the bed actually. So, I made myself another little device today. Ian, she beat you, mate. She beat you. So, this is a bit like from the DC box, the multi box. Already got one built onto it. So that's what that one is, just a more of a portable one. Don't know why, but it isn't as sensitive as that one is, and not all the lights light up straight away. They actually do light up when you get like the negative kind of like energy, the ion energy. So if I had my plasma ball on, all I've got to do is touch it and all the lights will light up. Now, plasma is a negative form of energy, such as like from thunderstorms, lightning and stuff like that. Plasma balls give off a negative form of energy because you got all that electricity floating around in the ball, so that's more negative in it really, because it's dangerous if you touch it. Not sure I'm going to talk about tonight. Just thought I'd just do one. Everyone else is doing one, so okay, I thought I'd do one. Dave's doing one. Chris, Age of Darkness, is doing one. Not seen John, Legacy Paranormal, do one yet for a little while. I don't know what Chris is doing. I was going to invite Chris on for a little while tonight. See if he can get on. So last night, everyone was able to see him, apart from me, which is weird. So, and I know he's not blocked because I checked his YouTube channel about 8 times last night. So he's not blocked. About. Yeah, he's definitely ain't blocked. But anyway, YouTube has been playing around, isn't it, really? YouTube never knows when to stop messing around and screwing things up for everyone. So, it's been a little bit cooler today. I've been sweating my nuts off as usual. A camera in the kitchen kept going on and off about 1 billion times last night. So the camera I used to have in here, the night vision one, which goes purpley, I've actually put that one into the kitchen, as you can see there. But I'm still getting interference on a few of the channels. Like that one's okay. That one's a little bit kind of snowy. So is that one. Got the wavy static lines on that one and on that one. That one is a bit snowy. That one has got like a big black kind of wave coming down. That one's got the hobble static lines. So yeah, I've got serious problems at the moment. Been having to check out how much the DVR systems are. If I was to get a brand new 8 camera one, you're talking 200 quid. So that ain't going to happen for a little while. I'm just going to have to suffer with the way my cameras are running at the moment. I ain't got no more cables. I know I ain't got no more cables. All my cables are already been used, and like even the cables that I've used and not used anymore are just like left where they were before. And I won't be able to like kind of like untangle them and then try to reuse them again. It ain't going to be possible. So looks like it's raining outside slightly. So yeah, I'll get a new DVR. At least I'll get 8 new cables, and that way I'll will completely clear all the cable. I'll just go and get a fucking pair of cutters and cut all the cables and just use the wire for like my electronics. Yeah, it's a bit of a pain really, to be honest with you. Got so many leads coming through that bloody doorway. Up through the door, under the door. I've got about 5 cables in the living room where there's only 2 being used. So what I would do is I'd cut all the cables and start fresh. Pull this stuff out in front of me and just like grab the cables and cut them up bit by bit and strip them. So what's the weather like down here? It's been kind of okay here. It's making me seasick. Well, last night, one of them cameras was waving around, and that was giving me a little bit of motion sickness. So, you know, you're lucky I didn't have that camera on overnight, because you would be bloody sick. But, see, with the British weather, you just cannot tell what it's going to be like. It's supposed to thunder and lightning today throughout the whole day, but it didn't. Tomorrow, I don't know what the weather's going to be like tomorrow. It says thunder and lightning and rain, and that's Saturday, and you've got a car boot on tomorrow. So I was thinking of going if it's not raining. But I don't want to be lugging a coat around. That's the problem. I ain't got much money to take with me tomorrow anyway. If I go out there, just be more like nosing around, seeing what's up there. Don't I'll buy anything. Wouldn't be able to afford it. I've got to start saving up for that new DVR now. So the thing is kind of hard, you know. So you said rain tomorrow. Yeah, well, you said rain yesterday for today, and it didn't rain. Not that I noticed anyway. So the thing is, you know, I would like to sell some of my gear, but you're going to get the haters out there who are going to cause me problems, saying that I'm scamming people and, like, you know, defrauding and, like, you know, all that kind of shit. So, you know, I can't really be selling too much at the moment. But let's see how it goes. Hello, Jurek. I mean, only doing a short one today. Oh dear, I already feel tired. So let's have a look on the weather tomorrow. Saturday, thundery showers and light wind. It's going to be raining from 6, 7 and 8 in the morning. Then overcast from 9 till 10. Then 11, 12, 1 o'clock. Rain showers. Then from 2 in the afternoon till 9, supposed to be thundery showers with thunderstorms. And Sunday, light showers from 2 o'clock onwards. So Sunday will be better. But because like certain parts of the country are fucking like having all these rain showers and thundery showers and thunderstorms and everything like that here. People will probably go by the weather forecast. So not many people will probably turn up. Next Wednesday is going to be kind of clear with a little bit of sunshine. Saturday, light rain showers, but not till for when it's like from 4 o'clock onwards. Next Saturday. Next Sunday is going to be dry with sunny intervals. No, you just don't know, do you? Well, I'll put your alarm clock on and see what it's like in the morning. And if it's okay, then I might take a nip up there on the old public transport. Just having a little nose around. I won't be doing the video like I normally do. That I ain't going to bother with anymore because of the haters. Well, I could do them and put it on this channel, and the only people who can see it is the people who join. If I suddenly get unknown people wanting to join, then I know they're the trolls and I can take the videos off them. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Oh, I've got my Patron back up and running as well. That hasn't had nothing on there for like 8 months. But yeah, I've just been on there and just like posted a couple of things from the last week. So if anyone wants to check out a Patreon, that's there. I did have a couple of Patreon members on it, but they've cancelled their membership, which I think I told them to do because I was getting a bit fed up. Not enough content to put on there. Right, hold a minute. I'm just going to go and make myself a cup of coffee. I had no coffee today, I don't think. I've been drinking like water and squash. So, yeah, give me a few minutes. I'm going to go and make myself a cup of coffee. Did the tea cool me down? No, it bloody never. I was still sweating ghoulies off. I think I had 2 cups of tea last night and I'm still boiling up. So your tea remedy to cool me down didn't bloody work, Angela. It hasn't been too bad here today. It hasn't been hot. So I did kind of get a little bit sweaty earlier. So I was like building this. And, the heat from the soldering iron was making me a bit hot and sweaty. Right, back in a minute. tell you what happened last night, right? Yeah. I was watching several episodes of Haunting, right? And a couple of times, I swear on this year, last night, I was watching, it's like several episodes of The Haunting. And as I was sitting here, I could hear like a hissing noise. And I thought it was a cat, but the cat was under the chair, fast asleep. So I'm getting up and I'm thinking, what the hell is it? And it seemed like it was either right beside me or over that way a little bit, yeah. So I'm getting up and I've looked around there, couldn't see nothing, and the hissing suddenly stopped. So I came back, sat down, and I could hear the hissing again. It just started hissing. Then the hissing suddenly like made little poppy noises. So I went, oh, what the fuck is it? And this time it was right, I could hear it right beside me. Guess what it was? Well, it's not this bottle, but the air was trapped in the bottle, and it's got like one of those pulled up lid things where you can drink it, yeah, and then push the lid back down. So that's what it was, right? So I was able to debunk that. So that one, that did kind of like freak me out a little bit, because I thought it could have been paranormal. I think, what the fuck is it? And I looked down, and you can see like, the bottle there. And I've picked the bottle up, and it went, like, you bastard. Fucking scared me out. The fucking witch, you bastard bottle. So I put it down. And know when you do get that like kind of fear factor, all right? Because it did scare me a little bit, actually, because I didn't know what it was. I'm sitting here watching, a haunting. The demon inside us or something, yeah. And as I'm sitting there watching it, I swear, no bullshit whatsoever, I saw a movement go straight across my door. Corner of my eye, I thought, what the fuck was that? So I'm sitting there again, watching, and about 5 minutes later, same thing, right across the door. And I tell you, it wasn't small. It was like about 5 foot, probably about 4.5, 5 foot tall. I thought, what the fuck is that? Now, I was going to look back on the DVR, but the DVR wasn't working. The hard drive wasn't working again. So I couldn't actually go back on it. But that didn't happen once or twice. It happened 3 times within an hour. So I thought, And one of the episodes, which I was watching, was about a family being aggravated by a shadow man. And it wasn't just a shadow man. It actually was able to, like, sprout tentacles, really, like, not 5, 10, 15, but, like 100 tentacles coming out of its body. And I'm thinking, I hope that ain't the fucking shadow man from that bloody episode of Haunting, because it was an evil, demonic one. And, the woman on the actual episode actually got pulled by these tentacles, and it was trying to strangle her. And she fell to the floor. And it started pulling her to the, like across the room, until like screamed out several times. And then I think it was her husband come running up, and there's a door outside. Husband come running up, and just as he got in the room, this shadow figure like let go and disappeared. And one day, her and her husband was out for a dinner date or something, yeah, and the boy was there on his own, and he had like bad shoulders, just had like an operation, and he was down in the basement where his bedroom was, and he set up the pool table, right, and he heard like footsteps walking upstairs. And he called out, thinking it's either his mum or dad. No one answered. So he got his baseball bat with his, good arm, his good hand, went upstairs. He called out for his mum and dad, but still no answer. He went to the door and checked the door, that was okay. And then as he was like thinking, well, maybe it's his imagination, all of a sudden he hears like the pool balls being like, when you actually play snooker, the first hit hits the balls and like, they scatter. He heard that happen. And like he ran downstairs and like they weren't wrapped up like he put them on, like he did before he went upstairs. They was all like all over the table. And he thought, what the fuck? And all of a sudden he turns around and sees this bloody great big black shadow man. And like the tentacles start coming out and he just ran for it. That's a bloody good episode. So like, I think like my mind was playing tricks last night because on that episode, I'm sure I saw like shadows near my door. And I think if the spirits know that you're, feeling a little bit afraid, if there is anything negative here, they can play on your fear. And as I say, like 3 times during that episode, I saw like a shadow near the door. It looked like, if I'll show you what I mean, right? I don't know if you're going to see this actually. Let's see. Right, so what it was here, right in the corner, and it kind of like just went like that. Like quickly moved. I thought, what the fuck is that? And I was sitting there trying to debunk seeing it was my shadow, but it wasn't. So last night, a few things did kind of go a bit weird. The bottle bloody hissing and popping, shadows movements. Oh, that big doll I showed on stream the other day, that's in the living room, and I've got my wildlife cam facing it, yeah. And I'm sure her head's moved a little bit, but I'm not sure. And if it had moved, the wildlife cam would have like caught it. But the first few hours I tried to do a little session with it with the wildlife cam, I brought it back in, and there's one little video clip, and that's where I was putting the camera down, and like close-up shots of me. But I've not actually got the camera back in here today, so I'm going to leave it there for a couple of days and see if anything happens. Because that doll is old. She is very old. And, her eyes freak me out. I tell you, man, her eyes are like, when you look at them, just like if they're, piercing into your brain. Really creepy, that doll. So, I don't know. I'm going to keep her for a while. I won't get rid of her yet. But there is a few I want to get rid of. So I thought I saw like a white mist there, but it's just where the camera is playing up. You've got like a white static line going up in the living room. You'll make a cup of tea while I got myself a cup of coffee. The cat's asleep. Well, she was. What do you want? That me on me? What? Well. 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 Come here then. I hope you ain't molting again. Not too bad. So, turn around. Say hello. Say hello. Meow. 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 Look in the camera. I thought you wanted to come up. Ow, you little shit, that fucking hurt. Stuck her claws right my fucking knee. Little bitch. First time she's done that in a fucking long time. Oh, you cow, that fucking hurt. She wasn't petting, I just fucking picked her up and she like wouldn't sit down and she just like got up and stuck her nails in my bloody kneecap and jumped off. Little shit. Oh, no. Animals are a pain in the ass. I might have to get rid of her actually because she's not really helping me with my medical situation. And I thought cats and dogs would be like, you know, pretty good to like lower your anxiety and depression and stress. She does. She gives me more fucking anxiety, stress, and depression than she does. Little shit. And you know what? She's always sitting outside the kitchen door. Always, right? She won't sit on a scratch box, which I need to get a new one. And she won't sit near the front door. She's always sitting near the kitchen door. And every time I go out, she's always in the bloody way. And like, when I go into the kitchen to do something, when I come out, she's sitting right outside the fucking door again. Oh, she's a right little pain in the arse, that cat. Look, she's sitting right outside the fucking kitchen door. Well, laying, I should say. So if I went to go out there, I'd have to move her out of the way, like shush her out of the way. Look, she's just like sprawled there. Meow. 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 That shit you up, didn't it, you little fuckhead? That got her up off the outside the door. Meow. 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 No wonders. Wrong one. What one is it? That's the radio. She can see the light, she's just going. Fucking stupid cat. Screw's coming undone. The nut's coming undone. Need to put some super glue on them. Keep them secure. She likes the laser. I've got one of those pointing lasers. And as soon as I turn it on, she goes scatty over it. Yeah, maybe she didn't like going on camera. I should think about doing some more little Tammy videos. A couple of minutes, upload them. So you people who like her can watch them. Behind the scenes with Tammy. Retracted message. Why? What did you say? What did you say to retract the message? Something like, play with your pussy or something? Steve, play with your pussy. What? I don't have a pussy. Oh, you mean the cat? That used to be said quite a lot on my stream. Stop annoying her. She loves the laser light. I haven't played with the laser light for a couple of years, but when she was younger, I had the laser light, and she just kept following it around. And one day, I just kept doing that, and she kept turning around and spinning around until she started getting dizzy. She fell off the bed. Oh, well, well, that's what you get when you're playing with a laser light. And like, I turned it off for a couple of minutes, turned it back on, and she was still chasing the damn thing. I said, no more. I know you fucking like getting dizzy and falling off the bed again. So I eventually just turned it off and left it off. But she likes the laser light. So I used to have like a little ball that she could play with, but she made so much noise with it, I had to stop her playing with it. I want to get one of those little clockwork mice. That'd be fun. See her muck around with that. Don't know if they still do them, do they? Clockwork mice? I'm sure they do. You see if they do them on eBay. Clockwork mouse. No, wind-up mouse, isn't it? New cat, kitten play, wind-up mouse. Fucking hell, £5? No way. Got them in China for like £2. But in the United Kingdom, you're talking about fucking £6-7 with postage. I'm not paying that for it. Yeah, it's cheap from China, but in the United Kingdom, you're paying like £5-6 for it. I'm not paying for that much because she might not even play with the damn thing. Oh, pardon me. £3.64. £5.49. Yeah, cheapest one, £3.64. No, I just won't. I'll go to the what's the name, Bushcraft, and try and catch a live one. No, not really. I won't bring a live fucking mouse back. When I used to live with my ex-wife in Collieswood, Devonshire Road, our house was so infested with mice. I was catching mice every day. Sometimes I'd catch 2 or 3. Sometimes I'd catch 4 or 5. One day they called me out into the kitchen, and there's a newborn little baby mouse laying on the floor. I go, pick it up, and you can see it still moving slightly. I thought, well, can't do much about it, so I just wrapped it up and threw it outside. But I used to catch a load of mice in Devonshire Road. A couple of them I put in like a container. I used to sit there watching them, and I'll tell you, when they want to get out, they will fucking jump left, right, and centre. And they jump so high. Fed them with like a little bit of cheese, ham, carrot, But after 2 days, man, it started stinking, that box. It was like a plastic box, and I had like a mesh and like something on top of the mesh to keep it down. And they just jump up and their nose was sticking out. I'll tell you, do not catch a mouse and put it in a box and keep it there, because after 2 days they stink, and I mean they really, really do stink. And they used to get in the cupboards and gnaw at all the food. We actually keep throwing a load of food away. That was in the little stairwell which leads down to the old underneath the house where they used to like have a coal in the very old days, like in the Victorian days. They had like a little coal cellar down there, and you can hear them scurrying about there. They was like in every single room. They got upstairs into the bedrooms. They got into the cupboard where the boiler was. And I was putting mouse traps down. Nothing would help to kill them. You had to catch them yourself, and either like kill them or like catch them and throw them out in the garden. And what I used to do is I used to get a towel, and like if I saw one, I just went and like whacked it one, knocked it unconscious, and then like I grabbed it by a towel, and hoping it wouldn't like come out of that consciousness, because otherwise it would have like just swung up and bit me. And I did get bitten by a couple of mice. I had to have a tetanus over that. But yeah, I reckon within a year, and I seriously mean this year, within a year I must have got rid of about 500 mice, because them mice, once they breed like wildfire. Even the babies bred, you know, after like 6 weeks, I think it is, when they start leaving the brood, you know, the nest, they go out and get pregnant, and then they start having babies. But I must have got rid of about 500 in the year. Fucking things. So much food we kept wasting, throwing away. I was like behind the fridge, behind the microwave, behind the cooker, behind the washing machine. They like somehow burrowed where the wall was, you know, where the kitchen. Somehow they burrowed a hole behind the wall, and they've got to where the cupboards are, and like chewed a hole in the wood, and they was getting into the cupboards where all the food was, like, you know, the dry food, like rice, spaghetti, cereals, biscuits, crisps. You know, all the dry food was being, you know, gnawed at. There was one time I went to have some cornflakes, and I didn't realise, like, you know, the box was open, so he didn't gnaw at the actual box, but it somehow climbed up and went into the actual cereal, and I picked it up, and I thought, what was that noise? And I didn't really take much notice, and I went to pour the cereal out, and as I poured it out, 2 fucking mice came running out. Like, you bastards. They shit like crazy as well. So much mouse shit. Probably a ton of it within a year. I wouldn't like to calculate how much money we threw away on food. Good night, whoever's going. No, we don't have rats here, actually. Well, actually, I say we don't get rats in here. But I went downstairs one day. We got like a shed where the bins are, and seriously, true story, right? It was night time, around about 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. And this was last year. And I thought, you know, I'd take my rubbish out because I wasn't sure if the dustman was coming the next day or not. So I thought, you know, just when the safe side, I'd take my rubbish down. And I opened the door, and the first two bins were really full up. You got 4 wheelie bins. So I looked, and like the back one, you know, looked kind of like half empty. So as I went to get down there, I went to throw the bag out, and all of a sudden you hear this scuttling, and this fucking rat just jumped up, and how he climbed up that brick wall, I do not know, but the rat was that big. You know, the body was that big, with the tail, you know, talking about that big. One of the biggest rats I've seen around here. So I rang up the housing association, and I said, look, the dustman ain't picking up with the rubbish all that often, and like, you know, the bins keep getting overfilled, and like, you know, it's causing rats. You know, you need to get someone down here. You need to get those doors fixed as well. So she put a complaint down for me, but they still didn't come down and fix it straight away. It took about 3 weeks for them to come down and do it. And every time you go down there, you could hear rats running around. You know what I mean? This rat was big. Not as big as the ones in the Philippines, what I saw. I saw a rat when I was in the hospital, when I had that food poisoning, near-death experience, because I nearly died. I heard like something outside, and I was like, you know, 3 flights up in the hospital. I could like hear like a tin rattling. And what it was a dustbin, the actual dustbin. So I looked out, and the nurse was coming in just to check if I was okay. And I looked out the window, and the rat was that big. I said, look. She goes, what? Come here, look. Is that a cat? She goes, nah, that's a rat. I said, what? She goes, yep, rat. I said, did I get that big here? Yeah. Because at the time, you know, I'm talking about 15 years ago, Manila, the river was so polluted, you know, and I mean really, really polluted. You know, it had like bags, tin, metal, you know, condoms, fucking anything you could think of was in that river. Now, apparently it has been cleaned up, and it is kind of like a bit better than it used to be now. But, you know, this rat was that big, and that's just a body, and I thought it was a cat. He goes, no, that's a rat. So, luckily we don't get them that size over here. My dad used to actually have rats, would you believe? He had 4 rats at one time, I think it was, when he was alive. And, you know, he said, like, do you want an old one? I said, no. Go stroke it. So, you know, I didn't mind stroking it, but, you know, my dad's rats were about that big. And he had, like, I think it was 3 or 4. You know, those nice little creatures, I suppose, but I want an old one. He used to, like, walk around with it on his shoulder like I used to do with my hamsters. So I had 16 hamsters at one time. 16 fucking hamsters. And that was a big mistake to have. I originally had 2. I asked the pet owner if I mated the boy and girl, Reggie and Anna. That's what I called them. Reggie under my uncle's name. Anna was the name of our first ever dog, which we had in Bexley. So I thought, yeah, you know, what if I breed them? You take them off me? He goes, yeah, I'll have them. So I bred them. And once I had the baby, 6 weeks later, I took them down to the pet shop. I said, yeah, I've got the hamsters here. I said, oh, sorry, mate, I can't have them off you now. I said, why not? Because I just had a big delivery in of hamsters. I went, you fucker. He goes, oh, I'm sorry, like, you know, if you need cages, I can do you a little bit of a deal on the cages. So I had to buy 6 more cages. So that meant I had 8 at the time. And as I was growing up a little bit, my daughter came in, and I used to have him in my room, kind of like my gaming office, you know, study room, or what you want to call it. And they was all kind of on top of each other. And my daughter Jessica came in one day, and she wanted to hold one of the hamsters. So I said, yeah, all right, but put it back after. So she said, yeah, all right, I'll do that. So she takes the hamster out, she's holding it for a little while, and she goes and puts it back in the wrong fucking cage, doesn't she? So I get up about 10 minutes later. I said, where's that hamster? What hamster? The one you had. It's in its cage. No, it ain't. It is. I put it in that. No, it ain't. You show me what cage it was. She put it in the wrong cage. And it was a male, and she put it in the female cage. And it must have mated within those 10 minutes. Because 6 weeks later, I think it was, looked in the cage, and guess what? She had a litter of like 8 hamsters, but 2 of them were dead. So all in all, total, I had about 14. And then somehow she had another 2. How she had another 2 after 2 died, I don't know. Maybe it's just like you know, when a normal human female has a child, sometimes like they have a delay on the second child, don't they? So she must have, like, the hamster must have had about 8. I saw 2 were dead, so I took them out and threw them away. Left the 6 which were there, and I didn't check her after that. So she must have had another 2. So in total she had 10 babies. But you know, 8 big hamsters, 8 little hamsters. Tried to see if the pet shop would have them again. Nope. So I ended up getting another fucking like 8 cages, didn't I? And they was like all on top of each other, on the side, on that side. And I had to keep, like, you know, changing the cages every week. You know, buying hay, you know, hamster food, carrots, and eventually, after a while, you know, some of them did die within about a year. I think I gave one away. Yeah, I actually gave one to my sister-in-law, actually. So they had one. Then later on, I gave a couple more away. Some of them died. And the only 2 I had left was when I was actually being evicted from a landlord. I still had 2 left. So I had to, like, print out a poster and go around and stick it on trees. And luckily enough, the local school saw the poster and rang up and said, have you still got the hamsters? I said, yeah, I've still got them. I need to get rid of them, like, ASAP. She goes, well, can you bring them around today? I said, yeah, I'll bring them around. So I took them around now. So I had to be out of the house within the week. Actually, I had to be out of the house within 36 hours, I think it was. But I kept them as long as I could, you know. So I took them around the school and I said, are you keeping them both? He goes, well, we were going to keep them both, but we decided that we're going to give one to another school. I thought, fucking hell. You know, these 2 get along with each other. So I think they were both boys, actually. You know, hamsters, if you put 2 boys together, they will fight. They will fight. But my hamsters didn't fight. They were brought up, you know, nicely, and you put them in, like, the little tracker balls, you know, that they used to run around. I actually built a maze for them at one time, and I used to watch them run around in the maze. You know, put, like, little treats in. But when I moved here, you know, this was empty, but now it's like, as a lot of people say, it's cluttered, which is, I admit the room is cluttered. I'm not like my ex-wife, though, where she is like a hoarder. although the living room is getting a bit more messy, but you know, some of those boxes are empty boxes which I'm going to be using to store some stuff away anyway. But so I can hear voices outside. But yeah, I used to like muck around the hamsters. Hamsters ain't supposed to live more than 2 years, but Anna lived 3.5 years, and Reggie lived 4 years, and I always had Reggie up on my shoulder. He used to love sitting on my shoulder, and I used to have like little hamster treats, and I pull one out, and he'd come up, and he'll stick it in his mouth, go back on my shoulder, and he'll have it in his little hand going, "You enjoying that, mate?" But I was going to get a hamster here, but I didn't bother. So I knew if I get one, I probably want to get another one, and probably know my luck, probably have a male and a female, and then I'll probably want to breed them, and I don't want to be doing that again. So, you know, I was lucky enough to get the cat actually, because originally no one was allowed to have pets in there, but she had cats up there, and that's where I got my cat from, the neighbour upstairs. But I'll tell you, my cat's a right pain in the arse sometimes. Fucking gives me stress and anxiety and depression half the time. Hello, Michael. Michael. Made another. It's also an ion detector. The antenna will pick up like the energy from a thunderstorm, lightning. It's also meant to pick up negative energy. A bit like the one I've got on this one. But I couldn't get it sensitive like that one. And like the LEDs, I put round the wrong way round. But more pressure you put on, and then all the lights light up. You know what? I could not get a white LED to work on that, or a blue one. And the same voltage and everything, they would not work. So I had to put 2 red ones on. I even had a multicolour one, which LED, which will light up several colours, still won't work. So I ended up putting 2 red, a yellow and green on. So that's what I've been doing today. Building that. Right, catch you later, Angela, if you're still there. Chris's live stream at the moment. Yeah, I was going to try and get Chris on one night, see what he's been up to. Just had to pay another 20 quid out, I noticed, for my StreamYard. Checked my bank account and I thought, hang on a minute, I tried like 20 quid more than this yesterday. Looked on my bank account, bloody StreamYard had taken 20 quid out. Plus I had to pay £30 on my website as well this month. My Southwest Coast UK one. I don't think a lot of you know about that one, do you? I'll have to post a link up on that. Hang on. Oh no, I only updated that one. I need to update a load of stuff, man. Yes, 30 quid for the website. It's £10 for the domain name and £20 for the hosting on that. And that's been up for like 8 years. It doesn't show now, but it used to have like a little banner at the bottom. Apparently, if I had 1,658,039 views on it since it's been up. And that goes back from 2012 when I set that up. No, I've not updated it from September. Reason being, I can't remember the account details. I don't even know if I can log in actually. Got my PayPal donation button on now. I used to do like little A5 laminated Ouija boards, but tiny pictures, removed them. Let me see if I can log in. Oh, I can log in. Posts. Yeah, so I need to start updating that as well. I was actually going to be doing, no, I can trash that one. I was going to do another website for my bushcrafting, but couldn't be bothered. You know, if you look on that website of mine, yeah, it's got a lot of information regarding, like, you know, you got general ghost information, which is nothing on that bit at the moment, but you got ghost box hacks. Shows you how to hack some ghost boxes, including the ones I've done myself. Like the Sandium. What else is there? It's got my DVR ghost box streams. But that stopped around about 2015, I think. Last ghost box, last DVR stream. That is when my living room was a bloody lot cleaner and tidier and didn't have that much junk in it. What else is there? There's oh god, bloody music. File downloads and uploads. Facebook test page. Cemeteries visited. Give you a list of cemeteries I've visited in the past, like Lambeth Cemetery, Tooting, Thornton Heath Cemetery, Queens Road, Highgate Cemetery, Beckenham Cemetery, Church Road Cemetery, Dartford Watling Street Cemetery, Wilmington Kent, Bexley Village, and Brompton Cemetery. Actually, I've got to update the Bexley Village one because I've been there 5 times, I think. So there are a lot of updates I've got to be doing on that one. And every time you refresh the page, the music comes on. Or if you go onto a new page, there's some video files from years ago, 2012, Ouija sessions. Just gives you information on the Ouija boards. SoundCloud, EVPs, which I uploaded on SoundCloud. I don't even know what my SoundCloud account is either. So no updates on new equipment. Yeah, I ain't done much on this one. Orb colour meaning. Gives you information on the colour scale of orbs. Netcam string test. I did have access to a netcam and it worked, but I couldn't get it linked up onto it for some reason, but I could get that one working. My SLS camera build. Well, I built my SLS camera 2 years ago. So, you know, I think last time I actually uploaded it was 2 years ago. Mod packs. I used to do mod packs for the K2 meter. Got to edit that out. I can't even remember I'd done the mod actually. So I'm going to have to edit that as well. No IP cam, which I couldn't get working. A little bit of information on do renovations. Kick up spiritual activity. My haunted dolls. It's Tina Chester. I can't remember that one. Oh, Rachel. What else is there? I've got to try to deactivate that music as well. It gets a little bit annoying. I don't know if that still works actually. You can download some of the video files. Like if I download that and play it, it's like a robotic EVP.
Digital recorder. Turn the radio on.
What's that? My movie. Yeah, I don't even know what I've got on there.
Hello, my name's Steve. See on here. This is my first outside EVP outside a elderly people's home.
2012.
Around the corner of me. Just like to
2012. Ghost photos. Devil face. Yeah, see that? These are photos I took when I was outside doing just normal Photoshop, just going out taking pictures. I didn't notice that one. That one was outside a derelict tent. Something there like a face. Same one. This ain't mine, but I found that one interesting, so I actually uploaded it. No, this is more like a mixture of mine and other people's. This is mine. That's that face one, but I kind of like done a little bit of editing because I kept seeing more and more things. That's not mine. That's another one that someone took. So what I've done, I decided to do a directory of this one's mine because that is the old Georgian house with me, Aaron, and no, it ain't. No, it ain't. I just realised it ain't because I just saw that there. My mistake. One's eye, that's mine. I wanted my other one in there. Hampton. That one. We all know about that one. The Hampton Court Ghost. Yeah, so some of these are mine and some of them ain't mine. That looks freaky, don't it? That music's gonna play in a minute. What else is on now? Did I just do that one? Oh, these are all mine. That one I uploaded because I thought it was interesting. But all these cemetery ones are mine. And I used to use that as a logo at one time. A little bit about shadow people. This was where I put a page up in case someone wanted to try to contact me local to do an investigation, but I didn't get none. Information on how to remove ghosts, information about ghosts. General ghost information. Yeah, I've got to do a lot of updating on this one. There's stuff I need to take out. Probably take that music out as well. Oh, I'm getting hot again. Yeah, I've had that up for 8 years, that website. Right, anyway, I'm going to shoot off, go and watch Chris's stream for 5-10 minutes, then I might just hit the sack because I want to get up early, see if it's raining tomorrow or not when I wake up. If it ain't, I might nip up to the car boot. Don't know yet. I'm still waiting on some buzzers and some project boxes. They might come tomorrow when I'm out, I don't know. Right, catch you later, guys. Have a good weekend. Have a good night, what's left of it. And I'll catch you later. When? Don't know. I will be doing some doll sessions very soon. May even do some Ouija board sessions with them. That'd be cool, wouldn't it, eh? Get back and doing some Ouija boards with them. All right, catch you later.